So sorry, welcome to our neck of the woods. Hi, everyone. Try that again.
Guys.
We've got a vid for you guys. If you just give us a moment. I'm trying to... wrong button again. All right. Give us a moment here. Desktop. Are you sure you didn't put it in your thing?
Can you just give me 1 second here? That's fine, but you're not even looking to see what the file name is.
I didn't mute us. Just so you know.
That's fine. Two 202-10903. 202-10903. Alright, let's see here. Custom files, no, all files.
Gonna be a...
Right.
Put what you just named.
Sure, right?
Hi, artist Kathy, Nathan, working, Betty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Bonnie in there because I know she'll pick up here soon. Love you guys. Love all you guys. Anybody that I haven't said hi to, hello, welcome. Give us 1 moment.
There it is.
There it is. Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on for that?
You got it.
What's going on? All right. As soon as this comes up here. All right. Give us a second. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear very well. It is kind of quiet, so we might walk through with you, and you can answer questions or ask questions as I go along.
Up on that too.
Put the mic up on it?
No, put right there.
Oh,
wait.
good idea.
No, maybe you can't do that until you're in there.
Yep, hold on. Yep, look at that. It's up all the way? Okay. Up on stream. Okay, so can you guys hear it all?
All right, real quick here, I'm going to show you a couple of things here on how to make the grapefruit. You can make it any way you want. You can do just lemon if you just want that, depending on what the things you find out from your doctor, which once again
You guys hear it?
I'm not a doctor, not a professional,
Okay.
but this is healthy. And you can take potato peeler, you can peel your outside lemon. It takes a few times to get it started. And that gets the outside lemon peel. Now see, that's just doing it with a lemon or a potato peeler type style, or okay. I'm getting this all over the place here because you don't have as much control with it. There is one more thing I can show you. And it does work. Just gotta find it. Is that the one I used last time? I don't know. I thought it was plastic. But yes, that itself, yes, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Is that what you're doing yours with? And then here's a cheese slicer. Now this has got the little slicer on the cheese, or this little pie serving piece. And you just, once again, just all the way down from one side to the other. And if you can see this, this is good. You just don't want the white. So as less white you can, as much as you can.
Right on, Betty.
And this is not, yeah, this isn't the easiest thing to do. Now, this is just using this piece here. Now, when it comes right down to it, though, I like using a knife. Just because I have better control over it. And that's just me. So whatever is comfortable to you is what you're going to want to do. And if you do get a little bit of pith in there, it is okay. It will not hurt you. It's just you just don't want that pith in there. And all you have to do for that is come back later and just take your knife and go right across the back side of the skin and peel it right up. Comes right off. And the pieces can stay the way they are. You don't have to have them cut up in a certain thick or like pieces or anything like that. The longer they are, the better they are to get out of the sieve. That's for sure. And just make it sound really good, you know. So now that's all done. And then you can take your lemons later, and you have, these are still all good. You got, cut these in half, make lemon juice out of them, use them on salads. If you have like a dinner or something that you can use lemons with. You could, you know, make lemonade, use it for your tea, it won't go to waste. And then, yeah, fish is another one. I was thinking also you can make like a custard, and then you got your pulp and your lemon. You can make muffins. You could whatever with the lemon. It's still ready to go. You're just able to use the whole outside, the whole entire lemon pretty much. And that way, you're getting all the benefits out of it. Now, lemons around here, they go roughly around 49 cents to 69 cents a lemon. And depending on how big and when we get them in. Grapefruit's the same way. You just boop. I know, right? Get all those oils on there. Be soft as well. Because you're getting, yeah. My mom just made a good point. You got the oils coming off the skin as you're peeling them. Help moisten your skin. Soften it. It takes probably about 10 minutes if you're really familiar with a cheese slicer or a knife, or however comfortable it is, like I said, for you to do this. Now, it may take you a little longer if you're new to it, or if you don't do this very often. We understand. I mean,
Watch out for your fingers.
Yep, and just take your time. Don't take off your neck. Yeah. One in there, one in there. My hands don't want to work today. And I've already got the water on the stove. 2.5 liters of water. Bring it to a boil. Now, if you have this all done before you do that, you can add your peels to the water before it even starts boiling. The important part is once it hits the boiling point, that's when you reduce the heat to simmer. A very low simmer for 3 hours. And you just let it sit there and steep. Now, you can have it covered, or you don't have to have it covered. People have had, I don't know how to go and test the results of it, but you're still getting all the benefits. But if you do have a cover on it, you would think that you get to retain a little bit extra because it's hitting the lid and getting back down in the water. If you don't, you know. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did have the lid on it for hours the last time we did it. And I'll tell you what, I like it. I'll tell you a little thing though. I made the lemonade though out of this, the lemons the last time. And I had the juice, probably had it for about a month before I used some of the juice. And I made a lemonade, and I put my 2 tablespoons in. I'll tell you what, it tasted like, if you've ever had Five Alive, the frozen orange juice drink for mornings, or whenever you want to drink juice, but it's called Five Alive. It's a frozen concentrate. But anyhow, it tasted just like that. It had all that grapefruit in there, the lemon, and then the fresh squeezed lemon. Oh man, all the oils and everything. I think that's what it was really making it taste good. Was the oils from the zest, or from the peel. Boy, Mom's gonna beat me. Yeah, mine aren't either. You're doing pretty good. All right. That one. That one. All right. She's getting the last lemon right now. Water's about ready to boil. Clean my mess a little bit here. And there you have it. 2 liters of water. It's about ready to boil. We have a little bit more over here to add. Then you let it boil for 3 hours. Now it took me just maybe about 5 minutes before we started this whole thing. I washed the fruit off, you know, gave them a quick rinse, got my knives out, got everything out and ready to go. And then, but from the beginning to end, it's about maybe 15 minutes, because that was 12 minutes for us to do that. Okay. Wow. Not happy to say, no matter what.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. Alright. Over here, we'll add that. Alright. Now that's all set. As soon as that comes to a boil, let's reduce the heat to a simmer. And I gotta get the cover out yet. I don't have the proper stand for this. I gotta put this back up here. There we are. Alright, lid. There we go. Now, that's being said, alright. There. Like I said, once that comes to a boil, which will be just a few more minutes here, but maybe a minute or so, and then I'm going to reduce that to a simmer, and then wait 3 hours. Now, all I do is use, for all of this, all I use is, oop, got a little dark, didn't it? We just use one of these, just to strain it out. Now, if you do end up using a grater or something of that sort, you might want to get yourself a cheesecloth or a loose type of cloth, a cotton style, t-shirt style maybe cloth, without it being washed in like laundry detergents, just washed in water and soap. That would be good. You could use a paper towel if you wanted to. I don't like paper towel because it adds bacteria to everything. Alright, we're up to a boil now. Woo, look at that sucker in there. Oh yeah. Alright, now we just gotta reduce the heat here. Oh. And you just want to simmer. You don't want much at all. Now, if you have these types of pots right here, it's got that solid, almost half-inch, just under a half-inch thick plated bottom. Really does distribute the heat a little more evenly, which does make it easier for simmering. We are on super low. I can hear it almost to go out. But that's all you want. Leave the lid on. And it is now 20 till 2. Look at that. Just in time. Now, like I said, for the rest of these, now Raina, she loves grapefruit. So these will be gone here in the next day and a half, 2 days. These, I'll get, I'll slice them, and then I'll put the juice into a container, and then we'll use it for other things. Mainly, there's a Greek salad I make that uses lemon juice, but it doesn't use the rest of the lemon, so this is perfect timing for me to make that Greek salad. I just don't have any parsley. It requires a bunch of parsley. Alright, other than that, that is it. And I know I'm not going to do a completed video of this, but I just wanted you to know this is 3 hours. Grab the strainer. Pull it off your heat, of course. Once you pull it off the heat, at 3 hours, just let it sit for a few moments. Just to let it rest and cool off. And just strain. And this is actually very clean and sanitized. And then from there, oh, come on, you're up on the wall. There we are. Then from there, you'll be able to get your, now we use mason jars. We just use mason jars. We don't try to do anything. Now, if you're wanting to seal it, I'm not too sure. That's something I'm going to have to check out later on. Depending on how much you make and if you can do that. I will find that out. All right, I'm Alpha here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Hey, guys. Well, like my performance?
Nice canine. Yeah, we wanted to do that. We had a lot of people there when we first started that were asking about it because I've been putting the recipe everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, natural is the way to go if you can, right?
And real quick for Maria, you did ask how much evaporates. Not all the water evaporates, no. 2.5 liters. Once it's boiled for the 3 hours, you get pretty much approximately 2 quarts. And then that's what you have as your fruit solution. So we have 2 quarts that are all done.
That's actually that a big house kitchen.
Yes, that was a Berkeley Waterfield. Yeah, it's our big house kitchen. Yep.
So Betty said that she does hers with oranges as well, and she uses the whole fruit. So I think we may try that at some point. And then she said she squeezes it to get the pulp because it's good fibers.
Oh, yeah.
And I would probably enjoy something like that, honestly. Me, I would, because I like orange juice with the real orange
pulp,
pulp in it. So yeah.
I went and made lemonade one time out of the juice that was left over. I made a lemonade and I took 2 tablespoons of that and I put it in to my lemonade. And if you've ever had Five Alive, it's a frozen concentrate you can get at the grocery store. Some stores, not all stores. It tastes just like that. It's got 5 different citrus fruits in it. It's really, really, really good. and it's kind of made it taste like that. I was kind of impressed with that.
So our little local festival is going on down there. There's not a whole lot to it, but the problem is it's in the valley of our area, and there's quite literally no signal there. So we were going to try and do a live with you guys down there today. So what we may do is we may just record it on the phone and then show it to you guys tomorrow. I think so.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Normally I have a booth down there and I paint all day.
We're there all week.
For the whole weekend.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And but I did not know who was in charge this year, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody, so I did not get a booth this year. So I don't know. I may actually be down there painting tomorrow if I can talk to somebody today. Who knows? But we love it because it's always the first weekend of September, and that usually just gives me, that extra birthday shopping money for Raina's birthday. That's what I usually for. So it's fun though, and I get to paint. I get to paint for people, and they get to get what they want instead of what they see. So I usually have a pretty good day down there. It's so small. I mean,
yeah, it's a tiny.
It's so small. A busy day is like 30 people actually stop by to say hi.
If you see a town square, it goes a little bit down one road, a little bit down another road, a little bit down another road, and they're all blocks. So it's more of like a block party.
Oh, you're good, Ben.
Size.
You are absolutely fine. We encourage, if you got a different way to do something, or you have a different way that you do it, just because that's how you learned it, share it, because everybody's going to have a different way. We can only show you what we do, but we welcome all because I would like to try that. And then somebody said something about adding ginger, and I think that would be lovely. I want to try and do a ginger bug and make my own ginger soda here this fall. I was going to try and do it for the barbecue. So if anybody has actually made that, I'm sure Betty and artist and probably even Maria, maybe some of you guys have made your own ginger soda, your own ginger bug. If you would share with us a little bit of how you started out, because I've never actually done it, but I would like to do it. I love ginger soda. I like real ginger soda, not ale. I don't like the ale, but I love like Vernors.
Have you ever heard of Vernors?
Soda. Hey, Joe, K9, everybody out there that we didn't say hi to, you guys came in. Hi. You can go ahead and share the link if anybody wants to pop up. Okay. And he did finish putting it away and stuff.
Yeah,
already.
I was going to do it, and then when I do it, my phone was dead. So, and I had to get things done. I also had a big 10-pound pack of chicken I had to get vacuum sealed before the beginning of the show. So it's done. Everything's done. Got a fresh quarter of the juice right there in the refrigerator. If Heather wants to show you, she can. Pretty.
I like homemade ginger ale too, but I've never actually made it, so.
Here, grab that other one over there. We'll see if we can see something here. We'll bring this one up here. Okay. Let's see this one here.
Let me shake it around real good.
Yep. Now you can tell one's just a little bit. No, this one here is a little darker because I used a different grapefruit this time. This was a yellow grapefruit. This had the pink grapefruit. So it's just a little darker. But even as it sits, it tends to just. You'll see a little color change. Don't worry, you have 90 days. You got 90 days for it. So or 120. I can't remember. I believe it's like 90 days.
Use it before then.
But you're gonna, yeah, exactly. You can use it before then.
K9 was just talking about that. I think it was K9 talking about you find the ginger at the store that's got the little buds on it, and you can grow them because ginger's rhizome. They like a loose soil. I know that. I'm not sure about their growing see, I'd love to get some more information. Yeah, refrigerated, Joe. I'd love to get some more information about grow a ginger. I do know they like, I think it's loamy soil, right? Real loose. And you don't need a deep pot. A shallow pot will do for ginger because it's a rhizome. But yeah, you can get the kind from the grocery store, and you get let the little buds get on it. And
ours, Jesus, lemons and ginger. Hers.
Yeah. Ginger ale. Oh, that
really
sounds
good.
delicious. That sounds delicious. Really pops the color. All right, we'll try that.
No, we've never tried freezing it. It's something that it only keeps for about 90 days.
I wonder if you could freeze it, but I don't know. That may change the chemical structure of it. I'm not sure on that, Maria. I'm not sure. Is it citric acid one of the things that it changes, like the chemical compound once it's frozen? I know.
Oils. I used to really. You have your.
Oh, right on. Nice, Canine. We don't have reeds out here, I don't think. But if I ever see it in a store, you better bet I'll try it. Yeah. And you know what? These are recipes. These kind of recipes, guys, with all of us doing different things different ways. I would love to be able to put these different recipes together. And I tried to mention it to Mike over there at Liberty this morning. To include some of the hunting recipes, right, that these guys use. So. Hey, K9.
Can you?
All right, your first. It got real quiet.
I think it's our signal. Camo's saying it's our signal.
It's our signal, or are we choppy?
Okay, artist said yes, you can. Okay. Like an ice tray for a one shot. That's good intel. Okay, now you want to try again?
Why don't you go ahead and drop out and come back in again?
I think it's us.
Yeah, it might be us. Yeah, if we're really choppy.
We'll try though. Maybe refresh. Or maybe we should. K9, don't go anywhere. And we'll Hey, Monty. Will you come on in real quick and place hold so we can reload? Please, sir. Oh, K9's back. Good.
Try again here.
Hi, folks.
Hi.
There he is.
Hey, there I am. I'm doing well. I've been working about a month straight now. We're low on employees, so they're giving us more overtime. So I'm at work, but yeah, for me, I mean, I didn't catch some of it, but the ginger, I buy the ginger at the store, at the grocery store, and then I find a nice large healthy piece. I'll put it on my kitchen table and just wait a few days, about a week or so, until the little buds start to form, and then plant it in the ground about an inch or two underground, and it just starts spreading. It's great. It's for ginger, yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Okay. So you got a pretty nice loose soil out where you're at? I heard that ginger.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
We have very little clay out here, and I'm currently living near the beach. But when I had my house near Pasadena, that's where I grew most of my vegetables. I had a lemon tree. I had 4 different kinds of figs. I had two of the original orange trees from the orchard about 100 years ago that was here, the orange orchard, and macadamia trees. So I had on my property on 12,000 square feet plus my garden, my vegetable garden. So I've been doing that for a while. I miss doing that, and when I hear you talking about all the things you all are doing back there, it just makes me nostalgic. I'd like to be able to get out of my apartment and do that again. So yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, you can grow in the apartment too. And the thing about growing plants indoors, I think a lot of people have lost, is that plants are great air filters. They are natural air filters for us. You know,
Yep.
they can absorb a whole lot of stuff out of the air to keep it from getting to you, and they're
Right.
just wonderful things to have in the house.
Ah, yes, it is. It really is, and it's life gets in the way sometimes, and I am living where I really been wanting to live for a while, but yeah, I would like to get back there sometime. My family's in the tri-state area of Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky, right off the Ohio River, and I'd like to get back there to get back to nature. This living in the concrete jungle is getting a little tough sometimes. So
Yeah, I imagine.
right,
I
we had to get away from it ourselves.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be too far from us. See, then we
right.
can hang out and stuff.
Yeah, see?
Oh, absolutely. It's been great
Exchange
finding you
seeds.
guys. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
exactly. Yeah.
And we love you guys, all of you in chat,
Be right
because
back.
all of you got so much information and you're not afraid to share it. And that's there's a whole bunch of stuff we don't know. I'm learning from you guys, and it's great. I love it. I want to have a lemon
It works.
tree in Ohio. That is my life goal.
I see. Yeah, yeah, it definitely works both ways. And I used to make my own marmalade, and it was similar to making quinine, except no baking soda. Or yeah, no baking soda when I would make my marmalade
Yeah.
with the orange rinds, right? Yeah, same thing. But yeah, so.
Wow, somebody has leeks. Oh, I love leeks too. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming up and sharing that with us. Because like ginger, I don't grow it yet, but I want to try. I had gotten a bunch to start with, and then I got a greenhouse, and then last winter we didn't have it all set up the way we wanted to. So my husband said, don't start planting in there yet. Don't do this because we're going to dig out and we're going to try and do a thermal greenhouse, right? Because in the part of Ohio that we're in, we have a lot of bedrock and we also have a lot of clay. So
Right.
I want to be able to grow year round. And so he said, don't worry about it. Spring comes, we'll take it down and we'll do this and that. And then winter hit and it broke my greenhouse. It didn't. I have the tarp is still fine. It has like a fingernail length tear in one side, which I can fix with probably fingernail polish if I really wanted to. But it's that green mesh interwoven fabric. But my frame is messed up, so we have to get the pieces for a new frame, and then I'll be able to hopefully grow a bunch of stuff. All right, you guys, I'm gonna refresh. Monty, I knew it was you, the great Montezuma. I was gonna just say hi, Carlo. All right, give us a second. Thank you. Give me one moment. I'm gonna refresh.
Hi, Sherry. Everybody down in chat. Hello. Camo Carl. Hello?
Hello, hello.
Oh, that's better.
Hey, yeah,
Oh.
I gotta address something real quick. Artist, can you send me that in an email, please? I'd really love to try that. So, Monty, all that good intel
What?
this morning over on the Hunting and Fishing Show. I knew you were a man of many talents.
No hablo no inglés.
No habla inglés.
No habla.
Sprechen die Deutsch.
No, guten Tag.
Parlez français?
Oui, oui.
We could keep doing this, Monty. We could just do this all day long, man. I got about a couple of them. Wie bist du?
Hassan pepper.
Yeah, that was Amish I was speaking.
Hassan pepper. You know what Hassan pepper is?
Yeah. Scoop or not?
Rabbit stew.
Yeah, so do you have any favorite recipes that you've had that are something that you don't find everywhere? You know, something that you got to kind of make in order to have that flavor again?
Make. Whoa, that was loud. What is that? I make some homemade tartar sauce.
Ooh, do tell. I love tartar sauce. I love a good tartar sauce.
Just take some Miracle Whip and some mustard and
Killing me.
pickle relish,
Miracle
some
Whip.
cream of tartar, and like a well, it used to use like Equal, just a little bit of Equal in it, but they don't make Equal no more.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
probably a
all
good
natural.
thing.
It's the all natural dietary sugar
So
supplement.
like a stevia?
Yeah,
Like a stevia?
yeah. I use that now.
Okay. I do mayonnaise, and sometimes I store buy it because it's just easier to have than making it myself, and it lasts a little bit longer. I know that's not
Yeah.
proper, but I do know how to make my own mayonnaise. But I use mayonnaise, real horseradish, not any of like the sauces, but we have a lot of really good locally grown horseradish. So I pick up a jar of horseradish. I like horseradish, and then I like a good garlic dill pickle, and I'll turn that into relish, and I'll use dill relish, and I'll use a little bit of sweet relish and a tiny bit of tartar, and then I'm good. I don't really like mine sweet or any of that. I kind of like I like that more. I like something with a little bit of bite. So that garlic and that horseradish and that
The
dill
horseradish,
real good for me.
Yeah.
When I make ranch, I make it with extra garlic and dill too.
Yeah. I like a lot of things with garlic. Plus, it helps keep the mosquitoes and the ticks away.
People too, if you're into that, keeping people away.
And don't forget, it also keeps vampires away.
Ooh, Joe says she has an unusual potato soup. I tried this one potato soup, and it is a Russian cold potato soup, and it's served over a pear. And
with vodka?
And I this really old Polish lady made it for me, and she made it like from scratch, and it was an all-day process, and it was the most delicious. I thought I wasn't going to like it because I don't like a lot of cold foods. I'm more of a hot food person. Like, I like my stuff really hot. And she made this for me. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I've never forgotten the flavor of that potato soup, man. Whew.
So is it cold potato soup?
Yeah, it was.
Wow, I've never had that.
You cook the soup basically all day. You get onions and celery in it, salt, pepper, And there was a
Right.
couple herbs that she threw in there, and she cooked that soup all day, and then she strained everything out, and then pureed all of it that was left. So it was a real fine puree, and then she refrigerated that, and then she served it over half of a pear. And the flavor combination of the sweetness of the pear and the syrups on the pear was paired with that potato. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. The only thing that was missing would have been like a fresh mint leaf on top. Would have like tied the whole thing, you know. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
When all else fails, Monty has got your back. Thanks, man. I know you do that for a lot of people, and I appreciate you. In case you haven't heard
No
that
problem.
lately.
No problem. I appreciate you all.
Heck yeah. Man, these guys are getting me hungry. I want to go eat. So there's this one guy that has a barbecue trailer around us.
Oh, now you're gonna
And
talk
we
about
have
that.
I am gonna talk about that because his name is Nate. Hungry. It's called Nate's Barbecue, and it's like a chicken running, grub. Right? But this dude's got the best barbecue I've ever had in Ohio, barring my husband's. And
what kind of style does
really
he use?
Good. What's that?
What kind of style does he use?
Tomato.
Does he use like a St. Louis style, Kansas City style?
It's a tomato-based barbecue.
He uses actually his barbecue sauce.
Is it dry?
No, it's not about his sauce. It's about his meat.
It's.
Is it a dry rub, wet sauce on it, or?
He's got his own rub, but he uses Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's what he won't divulge what he smokes with, the combination that he smokes with, and he doesn't divulge the cuts on how he has them cut.
He goes to the butcher and gets his cuts made, but the man's been so busy we can't find him anywhere. So I know he's down there at the festival. I just know it. He's always there. And I can't wait. Man. I'm so excited.
We'll be spending a little bit of money when we get out.
Look, if you're going to eat out, find a good little side of the road barbecue stand, because most of them are pretty dang phenomenal. Those are people who know how to cook and are doing it because they love it, not because they have to. You know?
Yeah. He probably uses the tips off of the brisket.
Probably.
They're nice and tender and juicy.
He's not expensive, but he's a little bit more than most barbecuers, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
He's not bad for Ohio. I mean,
honestly, when you get the sandwich from him and the fries, it's 2 meals for one person. My wife and I can share it, and it fills us up. Or my wife and my daughter will get one, and then I'll get a potato bomb or a loaded potato, and then it has basically everything that you want that's on a sandwich, but on top of the French fries. But and then we share that around all 3 of us out of 2 of them.
Yeah, I was in.
$5, but it's worth every penny.
I want to say I think I was in North Carolina at Greensboro when I went to this I call it a little mom and pop shop barbecue place. The man it was a nice little set. You could go in and sit down. He had 5 or 6, maybe 10 tables, and really good portions and nice good size handful of fries and slaw and a drink, and it was reasonable. It was like $10-$12, and you got a good amount. I was really impressed.
Oh, and he has he's got like a couple big boxes. Every time he sets up, he has a couple big boxes of #1 restaurant style potatoes, the really gigantic ones. Anybody that's worked in food service knows what I'm talking about. And an order of fries is 2 of those big potatoes cut up.
Drunk chicken.
That's how I feel too. That's exactly
you
how I
gotta take
feel
the
right
chicken.
now.
I know,
So
Liz.
you
I
got.
know. Look, we may have to cut it short today and head downtown. I mean, I
Oh.
cannot say that with air quotes because it's a village and the entire festival is not even a 5-minute walk through. So,
We could go in and
So-
probably
oh
come
no,
back.
Joe, come back.
We could probably go in, come back out, run back up here, and hopefully download the video before 4 o'clock and show you everything.
Show you everything that was going on. Yeah.
So on drunk
Would you guys
chicken, do
agree
you gotta
that-
take? Do you gotta take the chicken out and go get it drunk before you have fun? You have it for dinner, or what?
Yeah. Drunk chicken or chunk chicken? Which one is it?
I can't remember what
Ooh,
that's.
I live.
broccoli
So-
casserole. Artist, I
Says
am
drunk.
coming to your house.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
all right.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it,
Y'all
man.
make
I'm
'em-
hungry.
Y'all making me
Ugh.
hungry again.
Yep, we're gonna.
Fried
So
taters and onions.
I'm-
We started
I'm
talking about
very,
food
very
on
serious
on.
about okay. While
We
we're
started
talking about food, let me plug this.
Yeah, it
Lonnie.
started this morning.
I know, right? Let me plug this. Anybody listening, all these wonderful recipes, all this wonderful food that we talk about, please send it in an email to me. I'm very serious about setting up this community cookbook, and I'm really excited about it for all of us to be able to do that and to get that out. You know, I think that would be phenomenal. So, but I got to start getting some recipes from you guys too. You guys got to send me stuff. Hey, Joe.
Hi. Do you want to hear my potato soup recipe?
Sure, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay.
Monty, close your ears, Monty.
This is very very unusual. I used to call it my poverty meal because my grandparents always made it. It was my favorite, and my family likes it too. Okay, you peel potatoes. I don't know. I use 2 to 3 depending, and then cut them into little, like, I don't know, half-inch square. Little pieces. Then you boil them. I usually add you cover them for sure. Maybe like a couple more cups above the potato line. Salt it really good. And then while they're cooking, we make something called ribbles. Ribbles. And I think they're like a German name for dumpling. So
Yeah,
okay.
I take about a couple cups of flour and put them in like a pie plate, like you're going to make a dumpling. And salt that flour really good because you want some good flavor out of it. Then I take about 3 to 4 eggs, depending. And then you know how you just cut the flour into the egg, or cut the eggs and the flour together. And then once you get them all kind of bumpy and you get the flour kind of worked in, then when your potatoes are about fork tender, don't get them too mushy. You just take those ribbles, we call them, and you just kind of gradually dump them into the boiling water and kind of take your fork and cut them a little bit in there. And it only takes maybe about 5 minutes or less to get those dumplings done. So then it thickens up because the potato and the flour and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
So it's really simple, and my goodness, talk about comfort food. My grandparents used to serve it with like a chunk of butter on the top, salt and pepper. And my grandma liked to dice up onions and put them on the top.
I see. I would
Yeah.
want like cabbage with that. That'd make me want cabbage too. That'd get my
You
Irish
could,
blood.
My mom would have done
yeah. I mean, you could,
Oh,
onion
you could
on
do,
top.
or some
yeah,
cold
scallions.
sauerkraut, like right in the middle. Oh my
Cheddar
god, I bet
cheese.
that'd be heaven.
I'm a
Some
picky
corn-
eater, so that sounds awful.
I
Some
love
corned
sauerkraut.
beef.
Oh,
Yeah,
but you
oh, yeah.
you know, you
Oh,
could
we could
use
do
a little
chicken
bit of
roast.
like meat broth too, chicken or beef if you like that flavor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I like to use
Or a
lemon pepper.
cabbage, or yeah,
Thanks
You
for
could
do,
sharing that. 'Cause
in
that's
between of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's so
Cabbage.
simple and it's cheap. It's super cheap,
Yeah.
super fast. And what I used to love to do is make toast and then like tear it up and then stick that in the top of it too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
See, now
Yeah.
I do. I
Oh,
like
you
to
can
do.
make-
I do my
yeah.
chicken noodle almost the same. And
Oh.
all I do is I ask the family, do you want chicken noodle soup or do you want chicken and dumplings? And then I make
Ah.
chicken noodle soup and put dumplings on top.
Oh, yum. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's like
yeah.
a whole meal right there in the bowl,
Yum,
you
yum.
know?
Yeah. Oh, isn't that the best?
Yeah,
My
it
grandma
is.
made.
Kids, I'll let you go. I got turned on to your show from Betty, but I also saw Our Neck of the Woods on Liberty, so that's kind of how we all got connected here.
Well, thanks for
Well, thank
joining
you for
us.
joining us, yes.
We love all of you guys that come over here and support us.
Well,
we really
thanks.
do.
Thanks.
And this is
I'd
a
love
place
to
where
live
you
where
can
you live.
share everything,
I-
anything. You know, we're all
Yeah.
about that. We want to share and help, and that's
I know.
excellent. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
hon. You're
Well,
welcome
you
to stay
guys-
up here with us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
take care. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.
You too, Joe. Bye. That was awesome. That was awesome.
My
Thank
grandma
you.
used to make some really good chicken and dumplings. Oh my!
Oh,
We do a
artist
meal
is getting
that
me.
somebody, I don't know, we just kind of, I think we made it up on our own one night. Took corned beef hash, and then let's see what we got. We made corned beef hash, macaroni and cheese, and fried cabbage. And then we took it and we mixed it all together. And we added a little bit more cheese because it needed more cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my!
North
Oh,
Carolina girl. I want that recipe.
talk about good.
If you
I
have a
want the
recipe
corn-
for cabbage pierogies, I want it.
I want the one for cornbread dressing.
Oh yeah, Betty. Oh
Cornbread
man.
dressing? Yeah, there's several out there. We can get you that.
Yeah, well, Betty said she's got her great grandmother or her great grandmother's homemade cornbread
Hold on
dressing.
for that.
And
That'll be coming soon. I'm thinking.
Have y'all had ever? Have you ever had corn pone?
What's that again?
Corn
You ever
pone?
had corn pone?
No.
Yeah, it's good.
Maybe I have. What is it?
It's like, isn't that where they put like all the stuff underneath, and it's almost like a pot pie without a full crust?
I've had different versions of it.
Okay, I'm listening.
To me, it's like a different mix of cornbread, and you just bake it the same way, but it's just different. That's all I can.
It's just probably the way it's made.
But I've also had Mexican sweet cornbread, and it's really good.
It is. Listen, you get some Mexican sweet cornbread, right? And here's a really simple one skillet dish you guys can make. Okay, and my family loves it. We haven't done it in a while. I think we may have to again. So I brown some beef or venison in a skillet, and I'll season it with some oregano and a wee bit of Italian seasoning, and like chipotle pepper or cayenne, but only a little bit according to your family's taste, right? And then I'll add my black beans, some diced tomatoes, basil, oregano, garlic, and either broth or even just water. And then you get that, you bring that all up to a boil. So I said tomatoes, and did I say corn already? I put corn in it too. And then once it starts boiling, I'll put my rice in and I'll let that cook all together. And it is a wonderful meal. And then you can top it with some salsa. And the salsa really brings out that black bean and rice flavor, all the different combinations. I feel like I forgot to say all that stuff, but I put tomatoes, corn, black beans, rice, and hamburger together in a skillet. And then I mix salsa in with it and top it with some cornbread. And you can put cheese on it or not. It's delicious either way, but it's a one skillet meal, and we really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yay. Thank you, Betty.
Potato cakes are good.
I love potato cakes too.
Here's a trivia question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Is chicken stock or chicken broth, are they the same or are they different?
Well,
any kind of stock and broth.
Stock is basically nothing. It's just the boiled product itself. So if you have a vegetable stock, then it's just the vegetables boiled. When you get into like I don't want to say like a beef, you're more of it's a broth, but it's also as well as a stock. And there is a difference between them, not much, but when I went into doing culinary, broth is because it has salt and added flavors, I guess you could say, not preservatives, just just different maybe herbs or spices or something. But but being a stock, it's just beef. It's just chicken. It's vegetable. It's or a crab or a fish or it's that's all it is.
See,
I
I thought
I
old timey.
thought-
I thought stock was with the bones and broth was without.
Yep.
This
I
could be
wasn't
another
sure.
way of doing. Yeah, that's another
Maybe
one I've
that
heard.
was how they
That's
did it in the
true.
old days. I
Yes,
don't know.
That is true. Yeah.
That's what I was always taught. So
I think stock is supposed to be heartier for you. That's why it's called stock, right? Not sure though. I mean,
yeah.
you hear so many different things, and you never know which one's right and which one's not. But
Well,
make your
on
own,
stock-
and then right? You call it whatever you
on
like. Call it
on
soup.
stock, when you have the bones in it with it, whether it's chicken or beef, it
beef
Right.
or whatever.
boil
Yeah.
it boils out the good stuff out of the center of the bones, the marrow and everything.
It's really healthy for you. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I was just wondering. I didn't know if Chat knew that or not.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Surprisingly enough, when I render down fat, lard, or
Render down
suet
tallow to me.
tallow, I love rendering tallow because after it's all done, you get all the cracklings.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I still
so
remember
tasty.
doing that when we used to slaughter, have our hogs slaughtered, and it was always on a early Saturday morning. If we wasn't taking them to the sale barn, it'd be on a Saturday. Like if we took a fat hog to the slaughter and brought it home, we would render it down and we would divvy up the meat amongst 3 families. Sometimes we'd have a couple of hogs, but it was always the fresh cracklings.
Man.
And the big old kettle that you put everything in to make Scrabble. You remember that?
Yeah. What's the popular name of that? Those
Pork
5 in a bag. Yeah, pork
Yeah,
rinds. That's the same thing, only they're fresher. Oh, they're so good fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right fresh from the
Oh yeah.
You can't stop.
Dad always used to have us 2 older boys take a double-bitted axe and go out. The butcher would always say Dad would have him save the hog head for us. We'd go out there and we'd take turns whacking at it, splitting it open so he could have scrambled egg and brains.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, head cheese.
See, yeah, my dad liked brains. He liked hoofs. He liked snout. He liked. I'm glad he did. He loved the tongue.
He liked the whole hog and nothing but the hog.
But that's what he grew up around. So that's what his mom had, and that's what they ate. And that's just...
So someday we're going to get a bus, and we'll pick all you good folks up, and we're heading to Artists and Poets and to Betty's.
Yep.
And they're cooking for us because those women can cook. Not that the rest of you can't. I believe you can too. And I'd love to stop by your place for some free food.
I still love
hungry.
I still love beef tongue and beef heart. Oh, it's so good. Pressure cook it, and then on the tongue you
can use the hooves. And I don't know if you knew this, but you can use the hooves to make the broth or your stock have more gelatin in it. And gelatin is good for you, for your body.
I know.
You jumped right up when I said I was getting hungry, didn't you?
Part of the collagen build up.
Yeah. Natural
builds up
gelatin.
your collagen.
Yeah. So, apple season's coming up here in our great state of Ohio, and we're gonna get our $8 bag of second picks. You guys saw us at the thrift or at the Amish store with those big giant bags. Those are first picks for $25 for, I think that's 50 pounds, isn't it? Those big ones.
Oh.
We can get second picks. I'm gonna try to make my vinegar again. Last year, I ended up making hard cider, which I'm pretty sure turned into moonshine before the chickens got it. Time just got away from me, and I messed that whole thing up. So I went out and bought a bottle of Bragg's to tide me over until I can get another batch going. But I'm going to make apple butter with you guys, and
I want some apple cider donuts. Oh my goodness!
Have you ever had them? They're delicious.
Yeah.
See,
we got.
I live in a place where they still make raisin pie and grape pie, and people don't make those things anymore. That's like real old school.
Old school.
The Amish still love. They have this one. Dang it! It's like a fry pie. They but it's cinnamon and sugar inside, and they love it. It's crazy.
About 30 minutes north of here of me, it's called Lewisburg Cider Mill, and they do cider. They do cider donuts. It's so good.
Nice. Are you buying your cider from them then? Because you should be.
I don't.
Or they just a manufacturing plant?
Well, during the fall time, they're real busy. So I really haven't bought any cider in a while. Hey Betty, I seen creaking cornbread, and I'm curious about it. She put it down there in the chat.
Creaking cornbread.
Yeah, she had something in there about creaking cornbread.
Does it
I can't wait to see all these. I can't wait to see all these recipes because I'm curious on a lot of them.
Well, and all of you guys have some really great recipes and memories and little tidbits that every one of you. And I want you to email me some of that stuff, and let's get it together. I got somebody that volunteered to help my unorganized self to get it all together properly, so we could do a community style cookbook. And I would love to do that with all of you. And we'll put our little handles in there.
It's going to be
about whose recipe
rustic to new age.
And I want some of those.
Wholesome,
I want some of those
healthy.
like squirrel recipes and stuff like that in there too for people that do the hunting.
Yeah, we're going to do
crackling. Yeah, I think she meant crackling too.
Okay. All right. I just curious because I'd heard a lot of different ways. I mean, just like, okay, my dad used to say, I never have had it. My dad his favorite was the sweet bread out of cattle, out of beef.
Mm-hmm.
The slaughtered, yeah. That's back when they used to do it their own selves on the farm. But I was never fortunate enough to experience that, I guess. You guys are echoing.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I think we should all come. And I think was it you, artist, that had said about making your own veggie pastas and stuff? Because
yes, that was ours.
I would love to get those recipes from you so we can share them out with Maria and stuff so that everybody can. And here's what we'll do.
These.
We're going to get this community cookbook together. And guys, I may not be able to just give you guys a physical copy, but we'll make a PDF copy that everybody in our community that's put into it gets a free PDF copy of the cookbook that we put together. And that way you can just print it out at home and
we'll see about doing
maybe we'll do a video on how to do Japanese stab binding for books or something. Because I like doing that stuff too. I like doing a lot of stuff. Oh, that's right. Happy birthday to artist and poet. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Sorry. Had to throw her a little party because I love her. You guys are so great. Yeah, Betty, you're right. That's a really good mention there. They changed the names of these recipes.
Over time, too.
Over time. Like I told you guys, I kept looking for my mom's wilted lettuce recipe. And that's what it used to be called. It used to be called wilted lettuce. And today they call it hot bacon dressing. And they don't make it quite the same either. So, it's somebody else's birthday today too, isn't it?
Well, somewhere in the world, yeah.
No.
Adventures of D's.
Adventures of D's. If you're listening, happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he's so
yeah.
young too.
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
so
whoa.
young.
He is young.
What was I saying? I've lost my train of thought.
That'd be all right.
Oh yeah, the recipes, the name's changing. And so my mom had another recipe, and she did not get to share it with me before she passed. And it was called Moonlight Roses. And the only things that I know for certain that were in it were corn syrup, white corn syrup, and cornflakes. And I think you can do it with like mayonnaise. And I'm not sure if it's done like a no-bake or what, but it always folded out kind of like a Rice Krispie. But it was, and so she'd cut them into bars. But if anybody knows anything about Moonlit Roses, that's what she called them, Moonlit Roses. And I've never been able to find a recipe, but I would like to try. I thought I might play around with it one day and try molasses and peanut butter and do it like a no-bake thing, maybe, without the cocoa. I'm not sure. I may have to try it and use my husband for my lab rat. Are you up for it?
Hello?
He likes my baking adventures. I usually don't have too many fails.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Is that too loud?
Know your science of food.
Hey, have y'all ever had goose breast? Goose meat? Goose.
I've had goose, yeah.
Betty
Oil
has
bacon.
that recipe.
What's that?
Betty has that recipe. Can you send it
What?
to me? I've been looking
Betty
for that
has
recipe for more than
what,
20
goose?
years. My mom passed when I was 20, when I was 21. Or no,
Which
I'm sorry,
recipe?
right after I turned 22. And I never got to even take a peek at her recipe box. My brother cleaned out everything before he even decided to tell me about it.
Which recipe?
Moonlight Roses. Betty's got the
Oh.
recipe. They called them buddy bars. Okay. But you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's I'm so excited. Because I want to share that with my daughter, you know?
Yeah.
She is she's learning how to cook. She's got not sunny side up, but over easy eggs down. She's got, of course, scrambled. French toast, pancakes. She really is into the breakfast foods.
She's really trying to she's been just paying attention to how pizzas are done. She loves pizza. She wants to learn how to make pizza. She loves making them. She's just trying to get the...
And then tonight we're making mom's tortillas, and we're making Mexican, I think, unless we head down there and get barbecue.
We're going down there. I don't know if we're gonna have
then
barbecue,
we'll make
but I'm
Mexican
gonna go
tomorrow.
for it if he does.
And she loves
sure.
making. She loves that meal, and she's helped me with torts before, but she gets a little frustrated about the tortillas.
Yeah.
She loves them, but she doesn't want to make them half time. But she said she's going to give it another go with
Makes
me.
it complicated, and it's not complicated.
Hi, beautiful. Oh wow.
What?
Okay, for. What do you give it to you for?
We gave it to us to spend at down.
Bless his heart.
Down
Down
up
at
there?
Mm-hmm.
What?
What were you talking to him about?
Nothing.
Okay, he just gave you that and said, "Here you go."
That was a present.
Did you?
All right. Well, we'll be going down here soon anyhow. So.
All right, you want to say hi? Monty's up here.
Hi, Monty.
Betty and Joe.
Hello, Raina.
Hello, everyone.
I'll show him your beautiful
RG.
braid you picked today to have. Let's see. Oh, there you go.
Artist and poet.
Yeah,
Where's
see,
that
everybody
guy?
saying hi, Raina.
I can't list all of you.
Hello, everyone.
But we love all of them, don't we?
Yeah.
Hi, Raina. Hi, Raina. Hi, Raina. Hi, Raina. Yeah.
You know, if you take goose breast or any kind of gaming meat, you can soak it in buttermilk for a couple days, and it takes the gaminess out of it.
I heard
I've
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that's what they do with duck to make duck l'orange.
Well, kind of. You can make it different ways, but on the goose that we cook around here, we take the breast and we cut it in strips, soak it in buttermilk
that's what
for a
we do
couple
here,
days,
yeah.
for about 3
Yep.
or 4 days. It cleans it, makes it tender. Then you
Yeah.
take it and you put it in your breading if you want, and wrap it with bacon. You can grill it. You can. Oh, it's so good.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's what they do here in Ohio. I think that's a common way to do goose because of it being so oily and, like you said, the game.
Yeah.
I think that one itself for like duck, goose, swan, any fowl of that nature, they're super, super greasy, oily. So I think that's a common way of doing things because all those birds I've heard is you do the same thing. You just soak it in buttermilk in just 2 to 3 days, let it sit, helps get rid of that gamey flavor. Now, I didn't mind the goose too much. The Canadian goose, I didn't mind that goose too much. It was really oily, but it actually had a decent flavor to it. But I don't know if that's just because of them being in the United States and the pond that they were on was a maintained pond, so it wasn't like they were just getting anything from anybody. It was out in the country. It was away from the city.
It's my favorite old book.
She just found it yesterday.
This is my
Homemade
favorite cookbook as well.
raviolis.
Oh yeah, I love homemade ravioli.
Yeah,
I make a pretty good one.
this Amish cookbook right here, I'll tell you.
RD was asking about the grape pie.
Maria, this is where we got that bread recipe from. Maria, one that you can eat. It is good too. It's dense, but so good.
Nathan,
Hold on,
you'd be surprised. Nathan, you'd be surprised at how much trout I have in my freezer.
Oh, I got a recipe in here for elderberry pie, elderberry custard pie.
3:37.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Hold on. Ohio State rhubarb
really
pie. I just need to find the grape one for RD. Grape pie, because a lot of people don't make grape pie or raisin pie anymore. I know they got it in here because I know the Amish make grape pie all the time. It's basically you cook the grapes down and until either their own pectin starts coming out or I think some people use a cheat where they use fresh grapes in grape jelly and just heat up the jelly a little bit, and then they put that on the pie crust, which they're pre-baked because when they've made the grape pie here, they do like a cream on top, like they'll layer the grape combination, and then they'll put the cream, and then they'll top it with the meringue,
yeah,
like a custard, because you want that creamy to set off the grapes. You could probably do like whip up some cream cheese, or even yogurt or something like that, and put with it. Sorry, I'll look for it here. They have grape butter in here. They have a recipe for grape butter. How about that?
Grape butter, but not grape pie.
And the Amish too. They make those kind of pies all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Grape molasses. Here, grape butter. 1 quart of whole grapes. 1 quart of sugar. 2 tablespoons of water. Cook 20 minutes and then put through a fruit press or colander. Pour into jars, paraffin on top. That's for your grape butter. Nice and simple. Yeah. I'm just so happy I
Wow.
found this book because this is my go-to cookbook actually. And it's I think it was last printed in the 70s. Yeah, copyright 77. But it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Like the household stuff, the garden tips, all that kind of stuff. An ice cream maker. That's what you call the kids and the grandkids. Those are the ice cream makers.
Yeah,
Make
they
them
sit
do the
there
work.
and you let them crank it. And then when they're done, you say, nope, I have
Hey,
to test
Gigi.
it first. I got to make sure it's good so it doesn't get you guys sick. So then you get to test the first pull.
Heck yeah. Oh man, homemade noodles. We still do make our own sometimes. And I don't know if you
Yep.
guys have ever heard of in-made noodles.
They're made right here in Middlesbrough High.
Yeah, they're made like 10 miles from us. Little tiny factory.
Yep. Gigi! Hi, Gigi.
So Gigi,
Homemade.
I just gotta say this to her real quick, Monty. I'm sorry. So Gigi, you made me say A to my brother-in-law. He started talking to me, and I sat down and I said, "Oh, is that what you hear, eh?" And he looked at me and I said, "Oh, don't mind me. I've been talking to a lot of Canadians lately." He just laughed.
Whenever I was up there in Canada and I'd be talking to them, and whenever they'd say A, whenever I finished, I'd always say B.
B. That's right, B.
I come across the Frenchman from I think Montreal up there, and he was calling me Baby Huey.
Baby
With that-
Huey.
Yeah, with that French accent. Hey, Baby Huey. I was like, yeah, what? Oh. GG.
So we're probably gonna get off here and maybe head down to the festival, and
Yeah.
we'll record video and then we'll share that with
We'll
you
see
guys
what we can
tomorrow
do.
because there's no signal down there in the valley, down in town. So
Now, if we can get
There
on this
will be peace.
wireless service, then that might be a little different.
you had to eat after all that. Yeah, we need to go eat too, I think.
Yeah, we didn't have lunch today. We kind of snacked for breakfast. And a little hungry right now. Then I went and stared at a bunch of chicken. Made me really hungry.
Especially after
Chicken breast.
talking about food.
And then talking about it. And smelling the citrus peels and oh my gosh.
Don't be jealous. We're gonna share it with you guys. It's not much, but it's something that we have near us, and it means something to us because it's local, it's community.
Easy local
And
thing.
they bring together all the small little counties from around us too, and they bring them in for the parade and stuff. So
have a clog dance.
it's not big, but it's lovely, you know. So yeah, just get out and see people, right?
It is. It's nice. It's just get out.
And to go talk to all those
Come
vendors
on
that I'm
down.
used to actually working with. You know, in years past, what we've done is I've set up a booth down there, and Jeff and Raina will sit with me, or Jeff will help Raina with a lemonade stand because she loves doing that.
I'm the person who does everything.
She's a great little barterer too. She's awesome.
Food.
And I'll sit and paint all day, and then when we get ready to eat, I send him out, and I go ask them if they're willing to trade a painting for a meal. And then we end up usually being able to barter with the vendors. And it's really cool that they do that, you know.
Drinks, food.
Yeah.
They get cool little portraits.
And we'll paint them. I'll paint them anything they want. And then, you know,
they like it. He's pretty cool.
He's my guy. I couldn't do it without him because he does all my the holes and wiring and stuff. Here, hold on, I'll show you guys. Because when we do the slate,
geez. Oh, you're making me blush.
I want to hug him and squeeze him and pat him and call him George.
George, that's right.
So when I
all
do
right,
the
here's
slates,
a slate,
this
of
is a half
course. I mean,
slate.
she's done. And
And,
then when we get it all done,
we drill the holes.
for the wire, boop, 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 there's a wire. Of course, so I have to drill the holes through it, put the wire through for. Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. There's the wire. So then they can hang. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we are.
So I do these, and I do whole ones too, but the whole ones,
The whole ones. This is
they don't sell as good sometimes. I usually do my landscape stuff like that on
This
those.
is roughly the whole size of a. Whoop, there we are. The whole size of one is almost two of these together.
Yeah, see, the Amish take all those
Slates.
slates shingles off their old barns and stuff, and then I can either barter with them for them, or they'll give them to me,
this way,
or they'll sell them to me.
They'll make them for people who want to make roofs.
Yeah, they still make the slate shingles. But I do paintings
They're
on them.
$10 a piece. Gee, crickets.
And I'll find a grape recipe for you, a grape pie recipe for you, Nathan.
Because I know they're out there. We made one. We have a recipe for a pie that was made where we used to work, and it was an Amish facility, and they had all these. What we're talking about.
They just needed help with their pie crust, and they got it. They got help with their pie crust.
Yep, they did. Yep. They couldn't understand why people weren't eating their pies.
Because they loved the pie filling. They just didn't like the crust.
They were leaving the crust and eating all the pie filling. A little bit of crust would be taken, but they were noticing that the pie crust wasn't being eaten, so they tried to figure out what was wrong with the pie crust.
Not on grape pie.
Lo and behold, Heather came in and saved the day for them.
I mean, they were using apple cider vinegar in their pie crust recipe.
Which is
and all I did was suggest that they try it with white vinegar instead. And they did. And they actually had a management meeting and made me make them a crust, the two different ways. And then the hands down, they changed it right then and there.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's so simple to do. You don't have to change much. Same measurements and all.
You just got to change one little thing. It could be just the balance of a different chemical. So instead of apple cider vinegar, use regular vinegar.
All right. Y'all go have fun. Have some fries. Have some funnel cake.
Everybody. Trust me that when
Monty,
I put them
when I'm eating that barbecue, you'll be on my mind.
I will think of you, and I will think of somebody else in chat for lemonade, and I will think of somebody else in chat for barbecue.
Don't forget funnel cakes.
Oh, that too.
There you go. They have them down there too. They're lurches.
Cotton candy.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Monty. Thanks for helping us out. And thanks, Joe, Monty, for coming up and talking and sharing that recipe with us. That was excellent. And we are going to be putting it off. But one more thing while Nathan is still here, Mr. Locke. Would you? You don't have to trade me, but I would love to trade you if you'd like to. But I just wanted to do. I want to paint your falcon for you, man. I want to do that for you. So, if you could reach out to me with that, and if you want to do a trade, if you're more comfortable with that, that's fine too. That's awesome, actually, because I love other people's artwork and stuff. I think it's the art world is just so amazing, and how everybody uses their creative energies in different ways, and it's so phenomenal. So I love that stuff. You had to say funnel cake.
We will. We'll have a good time, Nathan.
And we'll be sharing that with you guys. So tomorrow afternoon when we come on, we're going to be playing the festival video for you guys of whatever we've done down there. So
we'll see what we can do.
Love and light.
As always, from our neck of the woods to yours. Have a great afternoon.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Well, actually, we'll see some of you guys around tonight. So.
Okay.